Welcome back to Torque Talk. In this video, I will explain how these 6 SUVs will drain your wallet faster than you realize. But don't worry, I've got your back. For each money pit on this list, I'll also give you a solid alternative that delivers similar performance and luxury without wrecking your bank account. Buckle up, and let's dive into the 6 worst offenders. 1. Cadillac Escalade V. The Cadillac Escalade V is an absolute powerhouse, combining raw performance with ultra-luxurious features. It boasts a 6.2-liter supercharged V8, delivering a staggering 682 horsepower and 653 lb-ft of torque, making it one of the most powerful full-size SUVs on the market. It's the kind of vehicle that commands attention, whether you're pulling up to a 5-star hotel or tearing up the highway with a roaring exhaust note. But despite its undeniable appeal, the Escalade IV is one of the biggest money pits you can buy in 2025. Let's start with the price. The Escalade V starts at $155,000, and with a few options like premium paint, upgraded wheels, and the top-tier Platinum package, you're looking at a final cost well over $170,000. That's sports car money for an SUV. And while it's fast, you have to ask yourself, is it worth the price tag? The moment you drive it off the lot, depreciation kicks in hard. Cadillac vehicles, especially high-performance variants, don't retain their value well, meaning you'll lose tens of thousands of dollars in just a few years. Next, let's talk about fuel economy, or the complete lack of it. The Escalade V is an absolute gas guzzler, averaging just 11 mpg in the city and 16 mpg on the highway. That means every time you fill up the massive 24-gallon tank, you're easily dropping $100 plus if you're using premium fuel. And let's be honest, a vehicle this powerful encourages aggressive driving, which will only make that mileage even worse. Then there's maintenance and repairs. High-performance SUVs are not cheap to maintain, and with the Escalade V's supercharged engine, you can expect sky-high servicing costs. A simple oil change will set you back around $200, $300. And if anything goes wrong with the air suspension or high-performance braking system, be prepared to spend thousands on repairs. Since this is a low-volume, high-performance vehicle, parts are expensive, and labor costs at Cadillac dealerships are no joke. So what's a better alternative? If you want a full-size luxury SUV without the financial nightmare, check out the Lincoln Navigator L. It still gives you a high-end cabin, plenty of tech, and a powerful 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, making 440 horsepower. But it's far more fuel efficient and won't crush you with maintenance costs. 2. BMW X7 M60i. The BMW X7 M60i is a 3-row luxury performance SUV that blends a refined cabin with exhilarating power. It features a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, producing 523 horsepower, giving it impressive acceleration for such a large vehicle. It also comes packed with advanced technology, from BMW's curved display to the latest iDrive 8 infotainment system. On paper, it seems like the perfect high-end family SUV. But once you start looking at the cost of ownership, the cracks start to show. First, there's the sticker price. The X7 M60i starts at $110,000, and if you want extras like massaging seats, upgraded leather, or advanced driver assistance features, the price climbs well past $130,000. That's already a lot, but the real problem comes with depreciation. BMWs do not hold their value well, and the X7 is no exception. Within 5 years, your expensive SUV could be worth less than half of what you paid for it. That's a huge financial loss. Then there's maintenance and repairs. BMW's reputation for expensive servicing is well known, and the X7 M60i is no exception. A basic oil change costs around $250, $300, while more serious repairs, especially once the warranty expires, can be eye-watering. The air suspension, which makes the ride buttery smooth, is known to fail over time, and replacing it can cost thousands. Brake jobs, turbo issues, and electronics failures all add up to massive repair bills. Fuel economy is another major drawback. Despite its modern engine, the X7 M60i, struggles to get 15 mpg in the city. If you plan to drive it regularly, you'll find yourself spending a fortune at the pump. And like most modern BMWs, the X7 requires premium fuel, meaning even higher costs. So, what should you get instead? The Genesis GV80 is a much smarter option, meaning you won't have to worry about expensive repairs anytime soon. 3. Mercedes AMG G63. The Mercedes AMG G63 is the ultimate status symbol, an off-road legend turned luxury powerhouse. With its 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, it pumps out 577 horsepower and rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds. The iconic boxy design, aggressive stance, and signature side-mounted exhausts make it one of the most instantly recognizable SUVs on the road. Celebrities, athletes, and influencers love this thing. But for the average buyer, it's an absolute financial disaster waiting to happen. Let's start with the price. The G63 starts at $180,000, and that's before adding extras like premium leather, the AMG Night Package, or 22-inch forged wheels. If you go crazy with options, you could be spending well over $200,000. And if you think you'll be able to resell it for close to that in a few years, think again. While older G-Wagons once held their value well, Mercedes is making more of them now, meaning depreciation is starting to hit hard. Then there's fuel economy, or lack thereof. The G63 is a gas-guzzling monster, averaging 13 mpg city and 16 mpg highway. If you live in a city and do a lot of stop-and-go driving, you'll be burning through premium gas like crazy. Expect to pay at least $150 plus per week in fuel costs if you drive regularly. Maintenance? Get ready to empty your wallet. A basic oil change can cost anywhere from $500 to $700, thanks to the high-performance engine and premium synthetic oil requirements. Brake jobs cost several $1,000s, and if your air suspension fails, you're looking at a $10,000 plus repair bill. Owning a G63 outside of the factory warranty is a nightmare, and even minor repairs can leave you with a heartbreaking bill. And let's not forget the ride quality. Despite its luxury interior, the G63 still has a body-on-frame design, meaning it's not the smoothest ride on the highway. If you're buying it because you think it's the most comfortable high-end SUV, you're better off with something else. So, what should you get instead? If you love performance and luxury, but don't want to go broke, consider the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. It's faster, way more fun to drive, and significantly cheaper to maintain. 4. Range Rover SV. The Range Rover SV is a luxury SUV built for the elite. It's packed with sumptuous materials, a refined cabin, and some of the most advanced technology in the industry. The 5.0-liter supercharged V8 makes 606 horsepower, and it rides like a dream with adaptive air suspension. But despite its status, the Range Rover SV is one of the worst financial decisions you can make in 2025. First, the price. The Range Rover SV starts at $210,000, and that's just for the base model. Add in premium leather, custom paint, a refrigerator in the back, and you're pushing $250,000. That's exotic sports car money, yet it's being spent on an SUV that plummets in value the moment you drive it off the lot. Depreciation on Range Rovers is brutal. In just 5 years, expect to lose at least 50% of what you paid. That means your $250,000 luxury SUV could be worth less than a new Toyota RAV4 before you even finish paying it off. Then there's maintenance. Land Rover's reputation for reliability issues is well known, and even the high-end SV model isn't immune. Air suspension failures, electronic glitches, transmission problems. These issues plague Range Rovers, and they aren't cheap to fix. A brake job can cost $5,000 plus, and if you have engine or transmission troubles after the warranty expires, expect repair bills in the 5-figure range. Fuel economy is also terrible. With an average of 14 mpg in the city, the Range Rover SV will burn through gas quickly, especially if you enjoy its power. 5. Lamborghini Urus Performante. The Lamborghini Urus Performante is the wildest SUV on the planet. It's got a twin-turbo V8, a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 3.3 seconds, and a design that screams supercar on stilts. But while it's undeniably fast, it's also one of the most financially reckless SUVs you can buy in 2025. Let's talk about cost. The base price is $270,000, and with a few options, you're looking at a $300,000 SUV. That's a house in many places. And while it's fun to drive, let's be honest, you'll never take it off-road, and in city traffic, it's just an oversized exotic car that attracts unwanted attention. Depreciation? Expect to lose at least $100,000 in 3 years. Unlike classic Lamborghinis that appreciate over time, the Urus is mass-produced, and its resale value drops like a rock. Then there's fuel consumption. At 12 mpg city, the Urus Performante drinks premium gas like crazy. If you drive it daily, you'll be spending more on fuel than some people's car payments. Maintenance is even worse. A basic oil change can cost $800, $1,000, while brake replacements cost upwards of $5,000. And if the turbo system fails, you're looking at a repair bill that could rival a down payment on a house. So what should you get instead? If you love performance and exclusivity, but want something smarter, check out the Aston Martin DBX 707. It's just as fast, offers luxury that's more refined, and costs significantly less to maintain than the Urus. Plus, it holds its value better, making it a much wiser investment. 6. Bentley Bentayga Speed. The Bentley Bentayga Speed is the pinnacle of luxury SUVs, blending ultra-premium materials, a 6.0-liter twin-turbo W12 engine, and the prestige of the Bentley badge. It delivers a whopping 626 horsepower, propelling this beast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds, making it one of the fastest SUVs on the planet. But while the Bentayga Speed is a rolling palace on wheels, it's also a financial sinkhole that will destroy your bank account if you're not careful. Let's start with the price. The Bentayga Speed starts at $270,000, and if you want a fully loaded model with bespoke interior options, Mulliner customization, and a 2-tone paint job, you're easily looking at $350, 000 plus. That's more expensive than most supercars, and once you add Bentley's notorious maintenance costs, it only gets worse. Depreciation is brutal. While Bentley sedans like the Flying Spur hold value decently, the Bentayga drops like a rock. Within 3 years, you can expect to lose at least $100,000 in value, and by year 5, it could be worth less than half of what you originally paid. Unlike limited production exotics, the Bentayga Speed is mass-produced, meaning it won't be a collector's item anytime soon. Then there's maintenance. Bentley parts and labor are astronomically expensive. A basic oil change costs around $800, $1,200, while brake replacements can run upwards of $6,000. If the air suspension fails, which it often does, you're looking at a $10, 000 plus repair bill. And since Bentley is owned by Volkswagen Group, you're essentially driving a luxury VW with premium pricing on parts. Fuel economy is horrendous. The Bentayga Speed averages 12 mpg city and 18 mpg highway, meaning you'll be spending a fortune on premium gas if you drive it regularly. That's the full list. These 6 SUVs may be powerful, luxurious, and prestigious, but they're also financial nightmares for most buyers. If you want a high-end SUV that won't bankrupt you, consider the alternatives I suggested.